If you're trying to practice or get into meditation and your challenge is that I'm not able to sit for 15 or 20 minutes in meditation, and it's hasn't it it's not something to do with any physical limitations, but it's more about the mind and how we gotta practice meditation. So one thing to remember, that whatever technique you're using, let's say you're practicing mindfulness of breathing, or you're practicing a chant or a mantra that you're trying to focus on, or on a word. So just keep that in your mind, that when you sit in for meditation, your mind is going to wander. Now, if your anchor point or your point of focus is your breath or a word or a chant, then that is the anchor point that you're trying to focus and use that to build your concentration and awareness. So know that when you try to focus on the breath or the sound or the word, your mind will wander. That is the nature of the mind. And so be okay with that. Don't try to fight with it. Don't try to label it as good and bad. Because one of the biggest things in meditation is that we are trying to get more detached from these ideas of good and bad. So just sit in your meditation, relax, knowing that your mind will wander. And just focus on your breath or the word and do your best. And when it wanders off, after 30 seconds or a minute, you realize you have wandered off, come back to it. That is part and parcel of the meditation. And it happens with experienced, seasoned meditators as well. It depends on the quality of your day as well, and at the time you're meditated, and what you've eaten, and all those factors. But nevertheless, it will happen because that is the nature of the mind, and you're trying to regulate it, right? And become more aware of it. And the more you practice, the more you will become accepting of that fact that your mind will wander off. And then you will have moments of longer concentration as well as it develops. So, just that is a simple tip and technique I would tell you, that do your best, but accept that your mind will wander off and bring it back to the anchor that is your breath or the word that you're focusing on in your meditation. I hope that it helps. Love you all. Om Shanti.